one limb, but those other three are dangerous, as is that
Gia thinks.
And the Diamond Buster. Yeah, those be fighting words for Gia Scott.
Well, if the fighting's half as good as the talking, we're in for a nasty one. That knee just taking the air right out of Gia.
Target on Gia right from the start. Yeah, but maybe did a little too much talking there and gave Gia that opening.
Again, there's some competitors that thrive off that I call it walking and chewing gum. It's that talking and fighting, the Mecca. La Princesa, Vicious Vicky. I mean, it's just their style. Oh, man.
It's their style. It's able to throw their opponent off their game, but it has not thrown off Gia.
Cock of the walk there out of Tiffany.
Yeah, but left herself open for Gia, but it may have just suckered her in. And that's going to be a constant target for Tiffany, is that hand of Gia.
I mean, it might as well be painted neon yellow with a giant arrow blinking above it. That left hand of Gia Scott.
Yeah, we don't even know the full extent of that injury. Gia being very tight-lipped about that. But you can see it's definitely giving her problems, and it will continue to in this matchup.
The metacarpals of the hand, the tiny bones, there's dozens of bones in that hand. And you saw Tiffany, as she was wringing out that hand of Gia Scott, literally just like she was taking a mitt with her hand off of Gia with that, and I have no doubt, wouldn't be surprised. Oh, another snap suplex. If the AEWs and WWEs and the Impacts of the world begin to call, and the world's our oyster.
Yeah, posing for the camera, making sure that everybody knows that La Princesa is here.
It is no small feat to come in to MCW, trash talk Gia Scott, and then dominate her physically. Gia, though, with the roll-up, but no! Tiffany has the shoulders of Gia down. Tiffany able to pivot with the blink of an eye.
Able to shift her weight and get out of that small package. Oh, and there's Tiffany's power. You gotta believe that Tiffany is looking for a little bit of vengeance stemming from the Shamrock Cup, when Gia and her team were able to dismantle Tiffany and hers in that Mickie James Masterclass tag.
You could almost hear the bones crack. Gia Scott, thanks to Dakar Shaw, Christina Marie, and the MCW heavyweight champ Robert Locke. But look at this, back to that vertical base, almost six feet tall. Gia Scott raining down.
You notice, wasn't using her hand to block the shots, using her whole left arm. And Gia still lethal with those kicks as well. She may be down one limb, but those other three are dangerous, as is that slam. Oh, but slow into that cover. Two.
Oh, man, authoritative kick out by Tiffany Nieves, and you see the pain plastered on the face of Gia Scott. Gia does not have that usual pep, I don't want to say pep in her step, but that usual extra enthused offense that the snap she usually has to most of her offense is what I'm trying to say. Good thing I don't talk for a living. Here we go, ripcord.
Possibly looking for that Diamond Buster, but Tiffany right into a guillotine choke.
And she's got the body scissors as well. And if the individual can properly disperse the weight, Tiffany won't have to go to the ground. She will just kind of hang on Gia, and Gia will choke herself out with her own weight.
I think even Gia sensed that, driving Tiffany into that corner.
Desperation maneuver.
Yeah, Tiffany right back on the attack.
Tiffany doing all she can to really keep.
Oh man, almost spiked her.
Yeah. It'll be the first time. But Like at every turn, Gia thinks. There's that cutter, landing awkwardly, but awkwardly may do the job. Great officiating by Becky Phillips. Oh man, no fault.
Yeah, I was actually going to give credit to Tiffany putting herself in between the ropes, but a little too far into the ropes. As you said, great officiating by Becky.
And that's where you're going to see the inexperience. That's where you're going to see some of the rookie mistakes. Not only did she have her feet outside of the ring where Becky called it, but she brought them back in. It became legal, and still she transitioned to the other side of Gia Scott unnecessarily. But
right into that crossface.
It may all prove null and void if Tiffany has her way with this crossface. Oh man, the viciousness, wow.
Yeah, she saw that hand was an open target and went right for it.
She is one mean customer, is Tiffany Nieves. I love it.
Oh wow, taking the brace off of Gia's wrist and actually using it as a weapon.
Yeah, at this point, that athletic brace, that wrap isn't serving much purpose. That hand is swolled up. That hand is broken.
Oh yeah,
from what I've heard.
Not when you have somebody constantly stomping on it.
Tiffany Nieves wants to go back to OVW, saying she came to MCW and showed them what's what. The roll up now by Gia. Kick out by Tiffany. Tiffany grabbing herself some oxygen. Oh man, she just baited her in again.
Driving the oxygen out of the lungs of Gia. And right back to that arm. Yeah, now looking to possibly break not just the wrist, but the whole arm itself.
Somewhere, Christina Marie, the MCW Women's Champ, should probably make the envelope of Tiffany Nieves a little fatter on the way home because she is doing her dirty. Because she not.
Instead, just targeting that wrist non-stop in this matchup. And it has done wonders for Tiffany in this match.
Look at this. I mean, under 2 years, and the cool, the calm, the collectiveness of one Tiffany Nieves. You just don't see it in somebody with that amount of reps and matches.
Yeah, but the problem is she let the greatest damn woman get to her feet.
Oh boy.
And even when injured, Gia being on her feet is very dangerous for her opponent.
Well, now she's mad.
And the Diamond Buster.
Oh my God. Shoulders down. That'll do it.